Today is a kind of tutorial class. So alphabets we have defined. So these are some examples of alphabet. So alphabet is a set of symbols. So I have taken some examples. Sigma 1 is one alphabet. A, B, C, D to Z is the set of letters in English. This is an example. 2. Then Sigma 3, you can take another example of alphabet. A to Z, another is hash. Hash is a special symbol. Okay, sigma for another example where left parenthesis, right parenthesis. Only two symbols are there in this alphabet. So you can take many examples of alphabet. Is it clear? Last class we have discussed what is alphabet. All your keyboard characters are alphabets. Some examples I have taken now.
Yes, sir.
Right? I hope it is clear. So
Yes, sir.
And alphabets are used for forming strings. Next is strings we have discussed. Some examples we have taken. Suppose your alphabet is A to Z. You take any collection. Suppose A, then B, then F, B, Z. This is A, B, F, G, F, B, Z is an example of a string over this alphabet sigma 1. Right? You can take any such symbol. You concatenate them. So this is the concatenation operation. So this gives me a string. Right? Another example, suppose 0 to 9, you can 9021 is an example of a string over sigma 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 is another example of a string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is another example. Right? So then suppose sigma 3 is this one. You can take some collection A, B, hash, B, C. This is another one example over this alphabet. So for forming a string always depends on a specific alphabet. If alphabet is your left parenthesis and right parenthesis, so if you arrange this, I have taken right parenthesis, then concatenate to right parenthesis, left parenthesis, left, right parenthesis, left parenthesis, left parenthesis, right parenthesis. So this is one example of another string, but here alphabet is this one. Okay, so these two curly bracket is for set notation, and these two are the symbols I have used. And this is one example of a string. So for one alphabet, how many strings you can construct? For one alphabet, how many strings you can construct? Infinite. So here this example says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Length is 5, length of the string. Okay, so if sigma 2 is 0 to 9, all the decimal numbers 9021, 95798, so all decimal numbers you can construct of arbitrary length, infinite collection. Okay, so if you collect all those strings, if you make a set, or some of the strings if you collect, that will give you another set that we have called, we have defined, that is the language over that particular set. So alphabet, string, then collection of strings is my language. So these three we had discussed. So if you have understood what is a string, then every alphabet, A, B, or 0, or hash, left, every alphabet is also a string of length 1. Is it correct? Every
Yes,
also a string of length 1.
Yes, sir.
So length 2, you can take AB is one length 2, BC is one another string of length 2. But symbols are strings. So you can define, suppose in some book it is defined that what is a symbol. Now symbol is a string of length 1. Or if you can write X is a symbol if X cardinality is equal to 1. Very simple. Similarly, so if cardinality is 0, then that is denoted by epsilon and a specific string epsilon, which we have given a name empty string or null string. So this is about strings. Okay, some examples we have discussed. All the keyboard characters that can be alphabet. So whatever you are typing, how many times you are pressing, that gives me the number of times you are pressing the key, that gives you the length of that string. And if you see those characters, if you concatenate them, then that gives you a string. So many examples you can check for strings. Next, what we have just told, the language is a set of strings, collection of strings over an alphabet. Okay. Another definition last class we had discussed. If you take all possible strings, okay, sigma 1 star, but its notation is sigma 1 star, all possible strings, whatever length. So that is the universal language. And another definition of language is a subset of sigma star. One language means it's a problem. Problem and language both are same, both are equivalent. So you give me a problem, I can encode it, that gives you the language. Or if it is in a language form, you can write its corresponding problem. Okay. And we are using machine for solving a problem or deciding a language or accepting a language. Okay, that is the objective of this course. So another one problem we have written, the set of all strings over sigma 1 that contain the substring FOOL. Okay, so sigma 1 is this one. So FOOL is a string. Okay, so you can L1, I hope you can construct the strings or the words where FOOL is a substring. Okay, colorful or which one? You can write down, or FOOL is one candidate. So L1 contains many candidates, many strings where FOOL is a substring. This is one example. Okay, this is not the all dictionaries. All possible words is my sigma 1 star. L1 is a subset of sigma 1 star. It doesn't contain all strings. It is a subset, just a small set of sigma 1. Okay, so this is one example. You can take another language, another language of sigma 1. So for one alphabet, many languages are possible. FOOL you can take any other language, school, high school. So those are the strings. You can take one string, you can accordingly frame your problem, or you encode it to a language over your alphabet. L2 is another one we have taken, the set of all strings over sigma 2 that are divisible by 7. Means it's this is one representation. This is set builder method. 7 2s are 14. So 14 is divisible by 7. So 14 is also one element of this language. L2. 21 is the element of L2. 7 4s are 28 is also another element of L2. So this is one another language. The question can be, design a DFA which will accept these strings. So 2 1 is a string. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. But if that is divisible by 7, then that will be belongs to this element, this language. So you have to design a DFA which will accept all those strings which are divisible by 7. This can be one problem. Okay. So we are only discussing here the languages, definition of languages, some examples. Next we will go for finite automata, deterministic finite automata, by which we can solve this type of problems. Another example, the set of all strings of the form has S. This is we are using. This is a copy. One paragraph, because string over A to Z. So using A to Z, you form a string. You give a separator hash. Then you copy it. Control C, Control V. Paragraph we are using. So my objective is. So this is my language. Language means, can you write down some example of this L3, some candidate of L3? Suppose one example is AB has AB, ABC has ABC. Okay, Javier has Javier. So Javier was one string. You whatever you write here a string, then a separator has, then you copy that same string. So this type of string you collect in this way. Collect all those strings in this form. S has S. Then that is the language which we are saying L3. It's an example. Okay. Next we will discuss how to solve this problem. Okay, so this is one problem. Another problem is this set of all strings over sigma 4, where every left parenthesis can be matched with a subsequent right parenthesis. What is sigma 4? Here we have taken only two is the alphabet, left parenthesis and right parenthesis. So this is one example. Another example. So my question is, this type of strings, number of left parenthesis is same as the number of right parenthesis. To put it, two left parentheses, two right parentheses. This is one candidate, comma. Another might be three left parentheses, three right parentheses. Okay, or one left, one right, one left, one right, one left, one right. This is another example. So all such strings over that sigma 4, over that alphabet, where every left parenthesis can be matched with a subsequent right parenthesis. Okay. So my question is, design a finite automata or design any automaton. Of course, in our next classes we will be discussing push down automata, Turing machine. So my objective is design an automaton, design a machine which will say, which will accept or recognize that you have written, you have given the number of left parentheses is same as the number of right parentheses. Right? So are you using this somewhere? Somewhere are you checking that number of left parentheses same as the number of right parentheses? Whether we have given it or not, otherwise my machine will give some error. Have you seen somewhere that number of left parentheses is same as number of right parentheses? In any programming language, you are using the main function. Instead of left parenthesis, you can also write curly bracket also, or which we are using in C. Suppose very simple C programming, left parenthesis we are curly bracket we are giving. Then next curly bracket we will check the number of left parenthesis should be number of right parenthesis. If you have done one less or one more or 2, 3 more parentheses, then it will give you the error. In compiler, when you are checking the error, so this is one problem. So that code already available in the compiler. That means this type of problem already solved. We are only discussing now. So this problem already solved. Okay. So how we can solve this? It's we'll discuss in our this course. And the program algorithm is given here so that you can use it. In any other compiler construction for a new programming language also, the same logic can be used. Okay. Up to this it is clear. So we have discussed some example of alphabet, some example of strings, some example of languages or problems. So these three already we have discussed in our previous classes. I am just repeating so that we can start an interesting problem, interesting DFA. So DFA in my last class, whatever we have discussed, DFA is 5 tuple, 5 components are there. Q is called what? Set of states. Because states chahiye. Then sigma is an alphabet. Delta is actually the transition function, is the main algorithm part here. And Q0 out of many states, Q0 is the initial state or starting state. And F is the set of final states or set of accepting states. Okay. And in the state transition diagram, we know the initial state is denoted by a single arrow out of many states. How to recognize that this one is the initial state? Which one is Q0? For that one, arrow is required. And for final states, double circle is there. All other states, a single circles are used for representing that. Okay. So this also we have discussed in our previous class. We have given the definition. Now, if that is not clear, let us discuss that DFA definition. And with this example, you can understand all the concepts: alphabet, string, language, your this component, finite automata, DFA component. So whatever we have discussed, let us focus for a particular problem, for a language. Okay, shall I start this one, or you will take some question is there?
No, sir, you can start.
Yes, all of you are understanding. So now just concentrate. These 5 components, which we are telling that if you collect these 5 components, first one is what? Q is what? In
Set of states.
set of states. In this example, suppose this is one example. How many states I have taken? 3
Three.
states. 0,
Three states.
Q1 and Q2. You can check. Q is equal to Q0, Q1, Q. Okay. Then sigma is called what? Alphabet. In this example, the alphabets are written in the edges. So 0 and 1, only 2 symbols are used. So my sigma in this case is binary alphabet 0 and 1, only 2. Right? So these 2 components I have written. Alphabet is this for this example. Okay. This is the state transition diagram which we had discussed in our last class. This is an example of a finite automaton, or specifically deterministic finite automaton, DFA. So exact components we are writing. So out of these 3 in the diagram, which one is your initial state? How to know that? By looking at this diagram, you check where this arrow is present. If this arrow, in this case, it is pointing to Q0. So Q0 is the initial state. Initial state is Q0, right? Then how many final states are here? 2. Double circle is here. This is also double circle. So in this example, F is my Q0, Q1. Only 2 final states. Q contains 3, Q0, Q1, Q2. But out of this, only these 2 is your final states. So you can just observe that Q0 is the initial state, Q0 is also the final state. Along with that, Q1 is another final state. So this is one diagram. This is one DFA because all components I have written, and this part is my algorithm, delta. So delta is the transition function. Okay. So this diagram is only contain this transition function. Okay. So this transition function can be expressed in 3 different ways. In last class we have only discussed one way. Okay, that is called a graph representation. That is also called the state transition diagram, because state to state you are transiting with the help of this logic delta. Okay, so that's why this is called graph form or graph representation. This is one representation. But apart from that, we have another representation, that is, you know, we have written delta is a mapping from Q cross sigma to Q. Last class I told you, tell me what is A cross B, Cartesian product. Okay, so some of you given the correct answer. So now you check, this is also another way. Okay, this is called function form, the original mathematics f of xy equal to z. The function in mathematics, whatever we are using, or this form is also useful for your writing your program. If you want to implement this particular logic, then this code will be helpful. You can give your parameters as state and the symbols, and you can give a function name, or you can call transition function or something, and you can give the function name. Then you will give the logic. If your input is, you are in Q0 state, reading is 0, Q0 state reading 0. Okay, you are saying you go to Q0, so you will write delta Q0 0 equal to Q0. Is it clear? The first rule and this one is same. Either you go for this representation, or you go for this representation, or you go for another third representation. Here Q0 reading 0, what you will do? Q0 reading 1, what you will do? You have to write. Q0 reading 0, it says you go to Q0, so you write delta Q0 0, go to Q0. Delta Q0 1, it says Q0 reading 1, go to Q1, so delta, you are in state Q0 reading 1, you go to Q1. Similarly, Q1 reading 0, what you will do? Q1 reading 1, what it is doing the job, that you express in this form. Delta Q1 0 equal to Q2, delta Q1 1 equal to Q1. Similarly, delta Q0 0 Sorry, this should be Q2. Are you getting the mistake? The third one is Q2 0. Delta Q2 0 is Q2. Q2 1 is Q2. So some error I got. And, can you change that error? In your note, you can change it, or there is one error. I have written it incorrectly. Huh? So this is Q2 0. Okay, I will correct it and I will send it to you. So this is actually Q2 0 is Q2, Q2 1 is Q2. That you have to write here. Okay. Q2 Q. This is another representation. This is called a table representation, because wherever a graph is there, adjacency matrix you can write. Okay. So this is also the representation using which, for encoding purpose or for writing program, you can use this data structure. This is the data structure part of your same logic, same algorithm. Okay. So it says you take states versus symbols or inputs. State, how many states I have taken? 3 states, Q0, Q1, Q2. Right? So Q0, Q1, Q2, and symbol is 0, 1. So it says Q0 reading 0 goes to, you fill up this one. Okay, Q0 reading 0, it says go to Q0, so you go to write Q0. Q0 reading 1, it says go to Q1, so you write Q1. Q1 reading 0, it says Q2, Q1 reading 1 is Q1, Q1 reading 1 is Q1. Similarly, Q2 reading 0 and 1 goes to Q2. Either 0 or 1, both you go to Q2. So these are the 3 different representations of a finite automaton. Right? So suppose someone will ask you define a finite automaton, so you have to write this. But that delta, okay, based on this delta, you can represent in 3 different ways. One is the direct function representation, another is table representation, another is the graph representation, vertex edge relations. Right? So question exams, it is suppose only one way will be given. Question can be, suppose this is given, write its STD, draw its STD. I hope you can, by looking this, you can draw, because Q0, Q1, Q2, 3 states are there, so you write Q0, Q1, Q2. Okay. Then you can easily draw this. By Q0, 0 is Q0, so you can draw this one. Or if this is given, you can write this. This is given, you can write this. Or any one. It can be given this one, you can write this. Or this one, you can also write this one. STD, transition table, and transition function. Okay. Can you tell me the strings accepted? Another question is, you tell me one string accepted by this machine. One machine I have defined. This is the machine architect, machine definition we have given. Now question is, what are the strings, tell me, which will be accepted by this machine? Can you give some example of a string accepted by this machine? What example we have taken? What definition we had given in the last class? So you start from the initial state, process the symbols given in the input string. After processing all these symbols, if you reach at the final state, then that is accepted by the DF. Okay. So here 0 is accepted. So you can take 0, 1 candidate. 0, 0 is accepted. 0, 0, 1 is accepted, because this is also a final state. Only 1 is accepted. So 1, 1 is accepted. 1, 0, 0 is rejected. So that you cannot put it in the language of this machine. Okay. So 1, 0, 1 is not accepted. Okay. Can anyone tell one just example, so that I will get the acknowledge that you have understood any string which is accepted by this machine? Can you give one example? You are 10 students. Can you give one example?
001.
0, 0, 1 is accepted. Fine. Then
0, 1, 1.
0, 1, 1 is accepted. Very good. Then
0, 1, 0.
0, 1, 0. No, it's rejected.
So sorry, sir. 0. Okay.
0, 1, 1 you can write. Or 0, 1, 1, 1 you can write.
Yes.
4, 0,
0, 1. Yes.
you can write. Okay. So all 10 students, if you write
0,
any-
1, 1, 1, 1, like any number of ones, like it will keep on looping at Q1.
Yes, yes. Any number of ones you can, it is accepted.
It will keep looping at Q1.
Q1 you can looking at Q1, you can looking at Q0 also. Okay. So any number of
0, 0, 0, 0.
any number of 0, or you can take epsilon also. Epsilon means no string, empty string.
Yeah.
Direct to 1 you can take. Okay, you may not go in this loop, you directly go via this path. Means, so you have taken epsilon. That is the meaning. Okay, epsilon, the use of one epsilon I just told you. And epsilon is also a string. Epsilon is also accepted by this machine, because you start from the initial state without looking anything. You are going to final state. Switch on the machine, switch off, automatically switch off.
So your voice is breaking.
Hello. Now is it
So
okay?
your voice is breaking. Yes, sir. Now it's better.
Now I am saying epsilon is a string. Epsilon
Yes.
is also accepted by this machine. Can you tell me why?
Because it loops at 0.
Look, epsilon means initial is Q0, final is also Q0. That means without
Yes.
looking anything, you are going to final state. That without looking anything means what is that string? That is the null string epsilon. Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
epsilon is also accepted. Once 0, 0 is also a string. Every symbol is also a string of length 1. So 0 is accepted. 1 is also accepted. Okay. Then length 2, length 3, length 4. So all of you are telling different examples. If you collect them like this one, if you collect 7, 14, 21 like this one, if you collect your answers 0, 0, 1, 0, if you collect in the set form, that is the language accepted by this machine. Are you getting the meaning of language of a machine? So this is only the machine we have constructed. But next question is, machine kya karega? What is the objective of this machine? Machine will solve some problem. So in this case, the machine will solve means machine will accept the encoding of the problem. That we call the language. Okay. So iska language kya hai? You can write down. So this is one example, and whatever we have given the definition, I am writing it once again. The language of a DFA means uska 5 component hai, Q, sigma, delta, Q0, F, is the set of all strings over sigma that starting from Q0, you start from the initial state and following the transitions, the transition diya hai, jo either this way or this way, or these are the rules. Following your rules, okay, you read the string left to right, 0, 0, 1, one after another, you read the strings and will reach some accepted step. If you reach at the, after reading the entire string, if you reach at a state and that is a final state, then that string belongs to the language. All such strings you collect, that gives you the definition of a language. One definition, whatever we had already discussed in the previous class, again I am repeating. Okay. You take this, we had covered in our previous classes. Okay. And also we have given, if it is a DFA and whatever language accepted by DFA, it has a name. Can you tell me what is the name of that language? DFA जिसको accept करता है, उस language का एक नाम है. Can you tell me, anyone, what is the name of that language? Last class we have given a name, regular
language.
Very good, regular language. Okay. So that is a regular language. Now you take another example. Okay, just for some interpretation. These are some mathematical kind of definitions. Okay, mathematical kind of things. Let us see some real life applications. Okay. Suppose, okay, you can also first check this one. So this is one a simple device, one battery, a switch. Okay, so if you make it on, okay, then this will be, if it is off or on, you can make that. Okay, okay, this type of switch. Here two switches there, here only one switch. Okay. So this is the corresponding diagram. So if you are either the two states are possible, the क्या है possible, either it is in the on state or off state. If it is in the off state, and if you apply that function, okay, if your input is you switch on, okay, then you go to the on state, right? Then in the on state, again, if you that flip switch is your function, if you flip the switch, then it will again, your bulb will be in the off state, right? So bulb is on if and only if there was an, okay, this is one. So my question is, how many, in what are the sequence of these operations, flip switch operations, then in that case your bulb will be on. Similar question you can ask for when your bulb will be off. Okay. So starting will be, say, for example, your bulb is in off state. Okay. If your bulb is in off state, and if you flip that switch, make a connection, then it will go to the on state. So F is one candidate of your language. Then F. Are you getting? You are in off state, switch on, switch again off, then again on. Your bulb will again in the on state, right? So F, 3F, or F, 5F. So any odd number of F, if you write, that you write in this way, F. Okay. So question is, what sequences of F's lead to the on state? What sequences of F's? These are the one. Whether this example is clear? F, 3F, 5F, 7F, 9F, or F to the power n. Here F to the power n means, so this is one representation. But F to the power 5 means F, 5F, concatenation on. Here n power means concatenation occurs. Okay. Suppose 0 to the power 2. 0 to the power 2 means 2, 0, 0, 0. 0 Q means 0, 0, 0. A to the power 5 means A, 5A, a string of length 5. Okay. So F to the power n means 5F, n number of F's, right? This is short notation for writing this a string. If it is a repetition, we can write in this way. So save space, we can F to the power 100. You can write F 100 times. It's better to write F to the power 100. Okay. But 0 to the power 100 means not 0. In this case, if operation is not multiplication. Operation here 0 is only a symbol, not our decimal number 0. Right? So don't be confused that 0 to the power 5 means 0 or 1 to the power 5 means 1. No, here 1 to the power 5 means, if symbol is 1, 1 to the power 5 means 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That is string. 5 ones are there. Okay. So this is one interpretation of a language. Okay. So language of this machine, this is an example of a DFA, and this language actually this one is a collection of strings. So because on is the final state, so if you write this one, if this machine will accept or will go to the on state, your bulb will be on only if you give odd number of operations, odd number of flip switch operation. In all cases, your bulb will finally, it will be in your on state. Okay. Can you tell me which symbol I have used in this example?
Your
Yes.
voice is breaking again.
Okay, can you tell me which alphabet I have used in this example? Your 5 components. Your capital Q is what? Can you tell me? Capital Q. This is a finite automata. Only delta part I have shown, the state transition diagram. Other parts, can you write down the way I have written here? Q is Q0, Q1, Q2. In this way, what is Q here? 2 states, off, comma, on. You can write in this way, off, OFF, comma, ON, bracket. So 2 states. Sigma is only F. Yeah, this is my sigma. Only one symbol is used, F. This is my delta. One representation is there. I am giving you a task that write its function representation and table representation of this example. Can you write down? If you have understood, you can write down these 2 forms. Only one form I have shown. Okay. If you want, or if there is a question that write it in the function form, then you can also write down. Can you write down? So I'm just telling one example, delta, in this way. If you want to express this in the function definition form, then you have to write delta state, comma, symbol equal to state. So delta, okay, state is of OFF, comma, by looking the symbol F equal to on state. Okay, only 2 rules are there. Like delta, you are in on state, comma, reading the symbol F, bracket close, equal to off. This one, delta on F equal to on F equal to off state. So I am giving you one task that STD part is given. Find its this one, this function definition, function form and table form. Okay, so this can be one question. So you can express it so that it will be clear to you. And this is one interpretation already we have discussed. Okay, this is the abstract. That's why we are saying in this course we are discussing the mathematical model of a device or a machine. The machine may be very simple machine, maybe our computer may be very complicated machine. All kinds of machine, its logic part we are so all kinds of machine, its logic part we are discussing in this course. Okay, this is the simulation portion of our course. This is the same, but another 2 switches are there. Action is 1 for flip switch 1, 2 for flip switch 2. Okay, so 2 switches are there. If both are on, 1 and 2, this is actually 1. Switch number 1, switch number 2. If both are on, if you are in off state, the first switch is on, you connect it. Second switch also you connect it. Then, no, sorry. So 1 for flip switch 1, 2 for flip switch 2. Right? So if 1 and 2 both are on, sorry, here, yes, it is 1 is on, 2 is on, then you will go to on state. 1 is off, you are in off state, you write state 2, you will go to on state. Here actually some 1, 2, 3 same states are there. You can minimize it. We'll discuss in the next class how to minimize it. You can make it only 1. Okay, that will be a simpler one. But this is you can extend it. You can have 2 switch, 3 switch, 4 switch. You can extend it, and similar diagram you can build up. Okay. This is another example that build an automaton that accepts all binary strings that contain 0, 0, 1. So if it is 0, 0, 1, go to final state. All other cases, this is non-final. So build an automaton that accepts all binary strings that contain a substring 0, 0, 1. So how to design that? The logic is to start from the initial state. First you write this 0 goes to Q0. Okay. Then we write when you are in this state, that means you have read 0, 0. That's why you can give a name, state name, that Q00. Then this is the final state. Either or you can write Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, or Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, or A, B, C, D, whatever state name you can give. Okay, but this is a very simple problem. It says, are you getting the problem? Are you understanding the language?
Yes, sir.
Very simple. An automaton or finite automata that accepts all binary strings that contain 0, 0, 1. So first, how you will attack this problem? Now first you start, yes, initial state. For every machine we need one initial state. Then we know that it will accept 0, 0, 1. So 0, 0, 1 first उसको बना दो. Then वो जो बाकी रह गया means Q0 state में reading 0 you are going to this one. So by reading 1, what you will do? Better to write this loop, because all possible ones you can write. So this is a substring. Means one example is 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0 is accepted. Okay. So whatever remaining, it is given. It's called 0. Okay, because then Q0, if you will see, if you are in Q0 state, you read 1, better to go to this so that you can further make it a loop. Because, or if like say 1, 0, 1, 1, so you can move on. If you, whenever you see the 1, whenever you start a 0, that means there is a chance that you will see a substring 0, 0, 1, another 0. That's why whenever you see a first 0, that means you are in this state. In all other cases, if you are reading 1, then you either this way or this way. Okay. Then you will be in the first initial state. Initial state means you are reading or scanning 1 only, the symbol 1. And in whatever times it may be, so you are reading only 1. When you encounter the first 0, then you go to this one. So this is one kind of memory we are using. States are, last class I told you, states are used a kind of small memory. Okay. So this indicates that when you are in this state, you have scanned 1, 0. 1, 0 you have scanned at least. The first 0 you have scanned. Okay. Then if you encounter another 0, go to Q00, 0. That means 2, 0 I have scanned. So if you see a 1, definitely go to final state, because your requirement is 0, 0, 1 is your substring, and you have seen that 1. 0, 0, 1 you have already read, so you go to the final state. But suppose here 2, 0 you have seen, another 0 will come, then what you will do? So this, in your pen and paper, if you start, you cannot write here, or you cannot go to, by reading another 0, you cannot write this one. You have to write this, otherwise if you write this, then there is a chance that 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0. So whatever number of 0, 2 zeros are also there. 3, 0, 2, 0 is there. 5, 0, 2, 0 is also there. So better you go here. So this 0, 0 means at least 2, 0 or minimum 2, 0 you have scanned, or many more than that also. Some ones, then many number of 0 you have scanned up to this. Okay. Up to this, some ones you have scanned, and many minimum 2, 0, and other zeros are also there. Then whenever you scan a 1, just go to the final state. So after that, if some 0 or 1, whatever it will come, you go on all possible binary strings of 0, 1. This we have discussed in our last class. All possible binary strings means 1, you just check this one. I hope my this one, all possible binary strings, right? Okay, so this I am using here again. The last one is this one, all binary strings I need after scanning 0, 0, 1, all binary strings. Okay. So in the next class, we will check, or in another simple way also, we can draw this particular language, or this particular finite automata. So this is one answer, one logic. But logic is not unique. Algorithm is not unique for solving one problem. This is one problem, or the corresponding language. We have developed a finite automaton for this. Okay.